Call.
Yes, yes, yes. Hope all is well for each and every one of you all here with us tonight. I know it's been a while with the Doc and Bay show. I know we've been very busy on our side, and
Yeah.
but hoping that you all has been blessed, been grateful, heart full of gratitude for each and every one of you all. Doc, how you feeling?
I am feeling. I'm feeling great. How you feeling, babe? How you feeling?
Man, I feel absolutely joyful,
It's a beautiful thing. That
joyful,
is a beautiful
joy,
thing.
joyful. When you totally at rest and peace and looking excited at the same time, looking forward to the future. It's hard to explain how I feel, but it's I guess, when God in your life is just, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's an emotion you just had to have God in your life to know how I feel, which I know you know how I feel, and you know exactly what I'm saying.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
glad
Yes,
to
sir.
hear that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I know we've been off for a while, right? Been busy,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, making sure everything is in line. Had a few mishaps, but it was for the greater good, right? A
Yeah.
few
Well.
things we needed to take care of, a few things that happened on weeks that we were supposed to come on.
Yeah.
Then one week it was my fault because I thought we was gonna come on the next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's good, a good reason, right? Good
Yeah.
reason.
It
It's
is.
like 12, like you usually do what, 12 episodes in a season. I think we was like right at that 12 episodes. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we come
Yeah.
back nice and fresh.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. For season two. For act
Yeah,
two. Right? Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing, Anthony? And okay, 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 I see you. I see you, Curtis, brother Curtis.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes,
Got
yes,
Curtis
yes.
on the line.
Yeah, yeah. Curtis Ram, Curtis from up top. Curtis.
Oh, okay. It's my time. Okay. Hi,
Yeah,
Curtis.
Curtis from up top. Yes, sir. Here, that Maryland area.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice to have
yeah.
you up there. Nice to have you up there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Man, Doc, what we speaking about tonight, Doc? I just, I know we said we was gonna speak about, you know, what about more about hidden wealth and where we're going and what we're doing. And um, I agree with you. This is a great timing for that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh
Absolutely. Because, as we was talking, it's like the vision. The vision is so important to a corporation's sustained success. The people that's involved with you, in this case, our citizens and all, it's imperative that we continue to refresh them with the vision. One thing I learned and seen over years with some corporations, and it always I was a little perplexed on why they did that, is that when you go into their corporate office or boardrooms, you will see these big plaques with the vision up there, and of course their mission statements. And but rarely did any of them, their employees or clients or customers, have any idea what the vision was. So it seems like the vision is just to make money and provide a product and a service.
yeah.
And so you and I both agree that we must often share the vision behind what we do from day to day, because where there is no vision, people can't see. It perish there. That's what Scripture said. So it's important that we share the vision, not only so that they know what we're about and what they're about and what they're part of, but so they can help contribute to the fulfillment of the vision. Because the vision requires all of us, not just you and I and Miss Bay and Keish and Miss Parker. It requires all of us to bring the vision to fruition. So um, I myself fell in love with this vision when you sharing it with me, and so I felt tonight. it's the perfect time for us to reintroduce all of our citizens to this powerful, powerful vision. And hopefully, at the end of this, they'll be able to find their place in this vision and why God held them connected to the vision, because they were connected to the vision before they ever was connected to us, because the vision was in them too. That's why they were drawn to it. A little piece of this vision is in all of us, and that's why we all are being drawn together. Because when all of us come together and all this big puzzle is put in place, we will see the vision in its full glory and majesty. And that's what we all want tonight. So I am excited. So, sir, the floor is yours.
Well, Doc, I 100% agree with you. I didn't know what you just said, that most companies, how they operate and the employees go through, just thinking that it's companies are there just for the fulfillment of a product and service to make the money from that product and service. We can be blindsided sometimes, right, by those those things, right? When we're so trapped into money, 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 money. And it's not just our fault, but that's what we're programmed to believe, especially when we need money, using it as a tool every single day to take care of our families. But a lot of people tend to love money and use people rather than love people and use money. And that's one of the main reasons this vision was put, I think, was delivered. I say delivered. I wouldn't say put into place, but delivered. Because the first thing with this vision, I would say, and I'm firm when I say this, but God is first with this vision. And a lot of people say, "Oh, don't mix business and God." And I say you can always mix business and God, but God's gonna come first. Without God, there is no business. Without God is no business. Now, you don't have to say a particular religion, a certain sector of a certain religion, but know that there is a creator that has created and gave us the abilities, all the abilities to do what we have the abilities to do. So God first, but what are the universal laws that we can utilize through God that can help the masses? And by default, we won't have to worry about anything in our lives, because what we're learning to be better at can not just help ourselves, but help the masses overall. So the vision is based upon God first. Second of all, is based upon us learning learning to be better in the abilities of what we teach the masses to go back to and duplicate to the masses. So it's never about me, you, or one individual, but it's a collective, like you said, Doc. It's a collective. So I agree with you that everyone needs to know the vision, and to find their place within that vision, to help themselves and to help everyone, their communities, their cities, states, towns, townships, wherever they may be, so that it can ripple effect, to be able to help the masses. And by default, you know what happens when you drop a pebble into water? It ripples out, but ultimately it ripples back in as well. So four pillars. The four pillars is based upon what each and every one of us needs. Each and every one of us needs for our own lives. What we all yearn to get better at in our own lives. First pillar being, self-development, not just self-development, being this great speaker or being this super intelligent person, but first of all, getting close to the God, because that's the first thing. So that's always going to have to always start first, being closer to God, being more spiritually in tune, being able to, sit down and have a clarity of making decisions while you're learning new information. Know that this information didn't come from me, you, or any one particular person, but what you're hearing and what you're receiving is from God.
Absolutely.
Right? God works through people, right? But it's ultimately God, right? So that's self-development first. And with that self-development, you particularly become better. You become better
Yes.
at your decision making. You become better with your thinking. You become better with your logic. Become better overall. I think one major thing that the world is missing is critical thinking. When you have God in your life, critical thinking isn't that hard. But a lot of people is not good critical thinkers, or that skill set isn't focused on a lot in today's society. Critical thinking. So that's the first pillar, being self-development and enhancement of spiritual awareness. Second pillar, the second pillar comes along after you become aware, spiritually aware, mentally aware. Now you have to become better physically.
Right.
You could be the smartest person in the world, Doc, but if you're not in shape, if you always sick, if you're always in a hospital, if you're always down, right?
Right.
Because of physical ailments,
Right.
what will happen is that will attack your mental and take you backwards. So we have education, and not only education, but we have supplements to help in that area of development and enhancement overall. Now, can it heal you overall? Absolutely not. You can't heal you. You have to heal yourself, because, of course, you would want to talk to your physician and find out what you need for yourself. But we can give you encouragement on things you should or have the option of trying. And I'm doing my best saying this in a legal term, so I won't say anything wrong, Doc. So if I say anything wrong,
you're good. You're good. You're good. But because there's a reason why that those two pillars, and you're going to go over the other two, that why they exist. There's a main reason why. And just you speaking about the health of it. But if I may, can I generalize a little something?
Absolutely.
I want to generalize something, because it's important that they understand why these pillars are so. These pillars are very important to what we're building here. First, we're starting hitting wealth. When we talked about the vision of hitting wealth, it looked, the first thing I saw was what you said, like a Black Wall Street, and it doesn't have. And when I say that, I talk about an assembly of people that come together collectively to build sustainable communities that can house everything that they need to survive. Somewhat like a military base, right? Everything is all inclusive. So with the vision of hidden wealth, the four pillars or the four posts to hold up this thought, this vision, was to first, in order to sustain a community or anything like that, you have to have wealth. You have to have resources. And so God, in his wisdom, gave us the biggest bank in the world to get the money from. Because you have to have the money. We have the 4X, and through the skill set that God has blessed you with, we are learning how to go in there and get the resources that we need to first enhance our own lives so that we can become free, so that we can make the choices to do whatever we want to do when we want to do it on our own dime. So first, freedom has to come from us before we can offer freedom to anyone else. So the vision first starts with individual freedom. Learning this particular skill set that Mr. Bay brought to the platform to educate so that we all can become financially independent. Then the second is, as Mr. Bay was just speaking about, the pillar of health and wellness, is to educate on our need as citizens to ensure that the temple that we have, and we only get one, is taken care of. We only get one temple. We ain't going to get another one of these. So we have to take care of it because health and wealth goes together, right? So as we build our division, you can see phase 2, we brought in the health so that we can ensure that all of our citizens understand the importance of health. Ms. Bay's own teaching, health and nutrition. So now we're having resources coming in. You learn how to get financially free from any debt or anything that's standing in the way of you fulfilling your purpose. Because when you got to go to work for someone every day, you're fulfilling their purpose and not yours. So in order for you to fulfill your purpose, you have to be financially free. And God has given us the biggest bank in the world to set us free. And has given us a CEO with a skill set to bring that to the platform to offer and support that freedom. All we have to do is learn, and of course we're doing that. Now, if I'm getting a little passionate, Mr. Bay, reel me down some, okay?
Now, go ahead, Doc. You got it.
Because I get a little passionate over here when we get to talk about
vision. Yeah, you got it. You got it, Doc.
But I just want to lay the structure so when you come back to the pillars, they understand why the pillars are so important and why when you laid out this vision, you laid it out the way you did. And you emulated what a Black Wall Street looked like, a self-sustained community. And we're not speaking of the tragic of Black Wall Street. We're speaking of the genius of Black Wall Street, how they was able to come together, pool their resources and their talent so that they could build a community that was sustainable and maintainable. So that's what we're doing here, but we started with the virtual so that we could get inside of the bank to get the resources to go to the brick and mortar. So right now we're in phase 2, and that's taking care of our health, which is the critical part because as you was alluding to, if one health is not there, then wealth means nothing. And then moving forward, we'll be moving into phase 3. And I know the travel comes, but I want to talk about this piece for a minute, if I may, and then bring it back to you, if I may, sir.
You got it, Doctor.
Because I think it's very important that they hear about this. Because the third part that's rolling out, that's going to be being introduced very soon, not the multi-level marketing. You all heard about that. A lot of companies, let me just speak on the multi-level marketing for a minute for those who may have a bad taste in their mouth or see it in some way. Companies promote or introduce their products and services in multiple ways. One is that some companies hire their own sales force in-house. And the sales force may, promote the product and service in various ways. But they have their in-house sales force and marketing team. Some companies hire a sales or marketing firm to market and sell and introduce potential consumers or clients to their product and service. Thirdly, some companies bring on multi-level marketing where they share the revenue with those that do the sales for them. So they have an independent sales force that do the same as an in-house sales force, but they just share a percentage of the revenue with them. That's what we're doing versus building an in-house sales force or hiring an outside firm. We will bring in individuals who have an interest in marketing what we have and share a portion of the revenue. But the part that I'm most excited about, not I'm excited about all of it, is that the next phase after that is our land development. Our goal, and if all of you know, the main objective from the vision not only is to introduce financial freedom, but is to introduce clean environment for us, our kids. The planet needs help. And Mr. Bay decided early on, as we communicated, he decided early on that Hidden Wealth would have its footprint in environmentally conscious type efforts to make it environmentally friendly as we possibly can. So we talked about communities. that would use solar panels, have electric cars, golf cars moving around, have our own schools and many other services that we need inside of this eco-friendly community that we see coming down the pipe very soon. So we knew we needed resources. So again, Mr. Bay brought a skill set where we can all learn how to get the money that we need from the biggest bank in the world, and we don't have to sign no loan papers. See, so, but that is where we're going, to where we will have these brick and mortar societies, and you all will be a part of this, because that's another interesting piece that we won't get into tonight, but it's some great things coming down the line. I got to give it back to you. I'm getting too excited over here. I'm just getting way too excited. I got to give it back to you.
Hey Doc, I, as you were speaking about that, I was actually just looking, envisioning what you're speaking of and what we've been speaking about for years, even before me and you met.
Yeah,
we was both speaking on the same exact vision, right? And I think that's one of the things God was both preparing us to meet so that we can move forth in the matter to get to that particular to our particular point we're at now and in the future. Yeah. The travel side that we're going to be releasing isn't just for us to just go out and just party. It isn't going to be designed that way, but it's really designed to create experience for your family, for your children. It's a proven fact, scientific fact, that children that travel and see the world are more advanced than children that stay in one location, and they mature a lot faster. Not saying that children that stay in one spot never mature or surpass any other child, but it's a proven fact, scientific fact, that if you start traveling with your children at a young age, they mature and enhance and advance a lot quicker, right? And being able to do that and build those family experiences is amazing. Now, everyone don't really get a chance to travel. I was blessed enough to travel a little bit with my father to church revivals, but it was traveling, right? At a young age. My mother told me a story. She said, we went to Hot Springs, Arkansas. She said, because I was telling her, thinking about a trip to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and go to a spa for a week. She's like, "You've been there before?" I was like, "I don't remember." She's like, "Yeah, your father took you and you was helping him record tapes and package tapes." He said, "You was he called you Santa's little helper for his revival, his tapes, his pastoral tapes, right? From one of his sermons." And I don't remember that. But from her telling me that, I started having memories of mountains, seeing mountains, driving by mountains, and I remember, right? So, and then of course I'm still traveling. I've been traveling all of my whole life, right? Then I see other individuals that's never really went anywhere. They're still in the same place. Not saying they're not successful, but it can enhance and have family memories that can help not bring the family closer together. Right. Bring the family closer together, right? And that's our third pillar, is travel for family experience. The experience, building experience, being able to look at pictures, right, from years ago that, hey, you remember when you went here? No, I was too young. But you look at the picture like, wait, I do remember that. Wow. Right? I need to go back and visit, right? Or a picture that you can use, or taking pictures, or just building it. My daughter, Empress, last year birthday, we went to Disney World. That's a memory she would never forget. Yeah. For her 7th birthday, she'll never forget that. Yeah, I remember. Never. Right? And those are those memories, right? So that's what the travel is for, building family experience and being able to bring the family closer together, right? While you're traveling, being able to experience new things while you're traveling, right? Because you may go to a place you've never been and take your family with you, they never been, and you all get the new experience together. That's true. Yeah, so that brings the family unit together. When you bring the family unit together, right? And you can help them learn the first two pillars. So now they're working on their health, they're working on their mind, their physical, their mental and spiritual awareness. Now you have those three things, it's a powerhouse. Everything else is going to fall into place.
Absolutely.
And the last pillar, the fourth, well, I ain't gonna say the last pillar, but the fourth pillar is the financial part, which everything is, you got those first three, those are the three most powerful things. When you look at the most powerful families in the world, when you look at the most successful people in the world, most of the time they have those three things on point. Most of the time, majority of the time, you know, they're spiritually aware, they're physically aware, mentally aware. Their physical is they're hardly sick. They in good shape, and their family unit is tight. Right.
Yeah.
Now, the fourth pillar is the finance. Now, the finance is broken down into a few different pieces, 5. Right. First is learning how to budget what you already have, and I'll go back, Doc, if you don't mind me. Budgeting what you already have. Taxes, credit, multiplying your money, and setting up your trust so that you can cover and secure all of the wealth you've built, financial wealth, and all the assets you have built up to leave to the next generation. Yeah, and having those rules in place where they have to go through the 4 pillars to get access to that. Right now, depending on how you want to set up your trust, right? But go back to the first part of the last pillar, which is budgeting what you already have. And I want to say this in a way so I won't offend anybody, because my beliefs may not be your beliefs when it comes to finance, but this is going to be I'm going to put this in general terms. You have enough right now to start building your wealth for the future. I'll say it again. If you work a job and you're making a paycheck, you have enough right now where you can start building for your future. It's not we don't go over no Instagram posts, set up an LLC and then get a trust and then put all the assets in the trust. No, it's a lot of other things before you even get to the trust. A whole bunch of stuff. It's a whole bunch of stuff that you must do even before you set up an LLC. It's a whole bunch of stuff you have to do before you even set up the LLC. You don't even know what the LLC is like. If you just take the money you already have and you budget it the right way, more on the needs than the wants, and the extra you have dedicated to the particular places that's going to help you create more, you can put yourself in a better position. Now, while you're doing that, of course, get your credit right, get your taxes right, which is the second and third. Then we talk about multiplying your money. See, if you already have money coming in, you're taking care of your needs, you're cutting out a lot of the wants that you really don't need anyway. You have a lot of time. You're going to the gym, so that's taking up some time. You're going to work, that's taking up some time. You're taking some time out to meditate, read books, that's taking up time. Now you don't have time. You don't have time to spend the extra money to get in all the wants. I hope everybody is seeing how this is coming together. You got a little bit of extra money to take your vacation, which we're going to have discounts on those vacations, Doc, if I can say. We're going to have discounted prices, very reasonable prices. You're going to be able to travel like a VIP worldwide at a very affordable price point, right? Private club, right? What's what we call it? The Society's Private Travel Club. But when we're looking at the financial side and you start multiplying your money, now you're taking a little bit and multiplying it on top of everything you're saving and everything you're making, right? Putting yourself in a bigger position. This also gives you time to develop your mind, develop your spiritual awareness, so that you can start finding out what your passion is, so that you can turn that passion into a business, not just for yourself, but for future generations and the masses overall. So all these pillars work together. Once you get to a certain point financially, and once you get to a certain point with assets, or if you're planning on having a certain amount of assets, then we can start talking about setting up a trust. We can start talking about the structure, which I'm not an expert at. That's Doc's. That the Doc will help you through that, navigate through those rams. But where the pillars, the 4 pillars in Hidden Wealth Society is set up perfectly. We're not trying to sell you something that you don't need, don't want, don't care for. One of 4 of these pillars you want to become better at. Either you want to become a better person, mentally or spiritually. You want to get healthy. The health is lacking. You want to become healthy. You want to travel, or you want to get your finances in together. Get one of 4. One of 4. And if you catch one of those 4, you will catch the other 3 of the 4, because you will soon and quickly realize that you need to always get better every single day. And those 4 pillars that we're speaking about, this is how society works, but we tend not to pay attention to the things that we want most in our life and we really need most in our life. But once we get, I can't even say once we get, we're starting where we're looking for land. We're going to take this online society to a real life community in city, in real life, that corresponds with the 4 pillars. See, it'll be tough. It'll be tough if we started the city, Doc. It'll be real tough to say this is Hidden Wealth Community. You walk in and you see a gas station on the corner. A gas station. It'll be real hard. You see restaurants that cook fast food. That'll be tough. Those things don't go along with the pillars. Those things don't go along with the laws that God put in place for us to become better people, to live in a godly society, a higher vibrational society, a society of peace and love, generosity. And this is what we're working on. Like literally, this is what we're doing. We're not even working on. We're literally doing it. Like Nike, we're doing it. Just do it. We're doing it. Just do it. And there's so much more pieces that we're going to add that's needed to help the society expand even more. I'm trying to calm down now, Doc. I'm getting passionate. But to expand this to the masses, Doc, we truly, all of us understand that marketing is a big part. We can't do it alone. We can't do this alone. I know I've been in network marketing for what, 13 years. I haven't traditional network marketing. I haven't done in a year. But network marketing is like a part of my life, so I do it every day anyway. But to be a part of someone else's company, in their network marketing company, I haven't been a part of it, but I still believe in the industry. I still believe that it works. I still believe that it's one of the best marketing tools one can use to build anything they want to build overall. Not taking anything away from traditional marketing. And I know with what we have, I know with what we provide, I know with the vision that God gave us, with the backing of God, when we add network marketing, a network marketing arm to what we have, and know that the price point and the payouts that we are going to give based upon our belief, based upon what we know, what we don't agree with, and what we're going to pay out, a lot of people are going to be attracted. Now, Doc, a lot of people may be attracted to the money, but it doesn't matter, because once you get into, it's like it's a trap to better you. Have you ever been trapped by something? Have you ever been tricked into something that could actually make you better, Doc?
Absolutely.
Trick. Yeah. People will see money, 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 because that's all they know. They've never seen the environment like that. But once they get in, they realize it's something much more than money, and worth way more than money. We're going to make sure that we take care of people the way we would want to be taken care of. I know I put in a lot of work when I was in network marketing, Doc, and I probably should have got paid a lot more. And being on the other side, seeing the actual numbers for what they truly are, now I know I could have got paid more, but I wasn't part of the right vision.
Right.
I wasn't part of the right particular companies. I won't say companies that that would fulfill my desires, my total desires financially. But they filled desires, because I wouldn't be here if I wasn't in network marketing. I would never been at this point. Me and you would never met. We wouldn't be right here right now. So I get gratitude for that. But I know that we want to make sure that each and every one of our citizens get what they deserve at a higher level in all aspects of what we provide as Hidden Wealth Society. So the vision is complex, but it is ultimately simple and plain. Everything works with every piece. Every person that is a citizen will work together in unison for the vision, which God provides us the means to do. So everything is connected. Everything is alive. Everything is connected. So everything will work. Failure isn't an option. We already won. Doc, in advance, congratulations. I can see you with the gold. I can see you right now with the gold shovel, like this with the picture. Breaking ground, Doc. Breaking ground. Jumping on the Hidden Wealth private jet, about to fly across the country to speak at a convention, or to do a meeting with Jeff Bezos, right? I'm just excited about each and every one of our citizens walking around our city. You know, them being able to walk in our center of our city park and see a plaque with their name in the park as one of the founders of the city. Being able to go into the museum, great-grandchildren go into the museum in our city and see the founders, be able to see their stories. You know, by then it's going to be holographs. By then they'll be able to walk up. As soon as they walk up, a holograph of our citizens to come up, and that particular citizen to tell their stories. They have many pictures of them, of their families, and how the generations come down, and how, you know, where they came from to inspire others. Now I'm excited, Doc. I'm gonna shut my mouth there. I'm gonna pass it back to you, Doc. I don't want to get too excited, Doc.
Go right ahead. No, I agree with you. You know, I think what really connect this and make it work is that, as we was talking, it's that everybody becomes an owner. It doesn't work from the perspective of this vision, because then it would be just another company. Because we just have citizens that, you know, pay to be a part of it. No, they have to be owners. The same way we are co-owners with God in this whole big universe. That's what makes this work. That's what makes this vision so attractive. Is that right now the citizens haven't seen this side that's coming. but they all going to have the opportunity to be owners with us. We build this together. We can't build it by ourselves. I know we had talked to just a couple of individuals, and I give full disclosure, to maybe come along beside us because of skill sets they had, and we wanted to attract those skill sets. But, you know, like I said, as we was praying and we talked about it, that wasn't right. Let's give an opportunity to everybody. Everybody that's been here with us from the beginning, they here because God wanted them to be here. And they bringing something to this vision to make it work. And so they're more than citizens. They are our friends. They are co-owners with us in this walk, in the build out of this vision. You know, so there will be opportunities for all of them to participate at a broader level and looking at some means of having some type of shares or something in what we're building here. So that they benefit from it, so that their kids benefit from it, and their kids' kids benefit from it. Because once you have made so much money out of the market, what else you going to do? But use it to make the societies in which you live in better, to make the people around you better, to ensure that you secure generations beneath you. I don't know, something you done right because God really put you in a position for you to be tremendously blessed. Something we all did right along the way, or maybe we ain't do nothing. Maybe it's just God's mercy and God's goodness, right? Maybe we ain't do anything to deserve this, but yet here we are in this beautiful, beautiful place with a vision that's no longer so much we're looking at it from the broad vision, but we're talking about vision tonight because it started with an idea that became visualized and became a vision. And now it's been fulfilled. So now it's just becoming part of history. Because once an idea becomes a vision, the next thing it has to become is history, a part of history. So what we're doing, we're turning this vision into history so that those that are with us now can write the rest of their story along with hidden wealth. And we do this with so much gratitude, first and foremost to God, but to all of you that a lot of you have been here with us from the inception. And you watched us go through the growing pains. You've been there with us when we may have, and I know a lot of times Akil, you was honing in your trading skills, and it's hard when you working and you doing everything live. They don't know the pressure that be on you every morning you get up to do a live trade because everybody watching to see if you're gonna hit it or miss it. They don't understand that level of pressure. You know, and I commend you because you take it on the shoulder. Even when you miss a trade, you just say, hey, we thank God anyhow. But there has to be a lot of pressure because they're always going to be back talk. You know, but I thank God for the people that are here, that they held with you, even in the many, many wins and in the very, very few losses. They stayed because they trusted the God that's in them, the God that's in you, and the God that governs and lead hidden wealth. They trust that God that's in them, that God brought them here. They trust that God in you, that God put you where you at because you're anointed and you're gifted and you're called to be there. God put you where he wanted you to be so that you could open up that vault so that others could come in and find that financial freedom so that we can build these cities and these communities so that we can help families. This is all about helping people. The next phase, when we start building these senior or these adult centers because I'm almost a senior, but we you know, that there's so much energy that's out there that's citizens don't want to, you know, once you age out of work, and hopefully most of our citizens did that by the time they 40, they out of work. You know, you want to live in communities that are safe, that you live amongst those that have the energy like you healthy, you 95 and you still running 5 miles a day. because you're doing all these things right for your body now. So you need a community that doesn't have a nursing home, but they have a bowling alley and have a golf course because you still active. So you don't need a retirement community. You need an adult center so you can continue to live. That's what we're building here, not retirement centers. We ain't talking about that. Understand? I just want to make that. I want to make that because we're talking about healthy individuals that still living their lives and still got stuff to do. But then look how much revenue that generates. For all of you that are partners in it, look at the continued revenue that it builds over the years and years and years. Because one thing about real estate, it continues to cook out money. So not only is your family line being so blessed with wealth, but you're doing something to make other people's lives better. And you see the purpose of all this money you made now, because now you have invested it in making other people's lives better, but the money is still working, making more money so that you can use that money to do more stuff. You know, to build, and then baby, we haven't even fully talked about this, but I'm gonna just show a Baby World Enrichment Center where we have all these different facets in there for our youth, where they can learn how to work big switchboards or different skill sets, robotics and things like that. A Baby World Enrichment Center for all of our youth in our centers. Because the money, we at the bank now, right? God has given us a way to understand that. Thank God to you, Kill. You worked hard, brother. You studied, you honed your skill set, and you're constantly doing it. And I give your roses on here on the platform where everybody can hear it. You put in so much effort, so much time to ensure that those who come to get this education, that they're getting something more than just literature, but they truly getting education that they can use to sustain their financial freedom. And that's what this vision does. This vision sets us free, but then forces us into a position to help others get free. All of the captives have to be set free. And the vision ain't fulfilled until everybody is free. That's what this vision does. This vision tear down and break bonds and set people free. It's like the anointing of God that breaks yokes. This is a vision that breaks yokes and set people free. And it starts with financial freedom. But not only that, it starts with spiritual freedom in the mind, that you can do all things through God. Just believe. But this vision is too big for you. It's too big for me. God gave it for all of us. That's why you all are here, to be a part of this vision, not just to watch this vision go to fruition, but to also benefit from the vision, to be investors in this vision, not just with your time, but with skill sets that you have. You bring a lot to the platform other than, you know, one thing I used to say when certain people would just be a part of a company, but only did what the company paid them to do. How do you change that mentality? You make them an owner. You make them an owner. You make them an owner. Hidden wealth is big enough that we can make owners. It's big enough. It's going to feed generations and generations and generations and generations. And that's what this is about. That's why we're so excited about this call, to share the vision, but to also share that we want you all to be owners. We want you all to collectively build with us, grow with us, be a part of us a part of you, and all of us a part of God. Babe,
Hey,
is
Doc.
that what we're talking about here? Is that what we're not talking about?
Yeah, Doc, you know, it's just amazing to me because I've been a part of many different network marketing companies. I've worked at many different jobs, not for long, but I've never heard the C-suite ever offer me a chance to have ownership in the company. But they wanted me to believe that the company was my home, that the company was all about my well-being. So to hear you say, and what I feel, just like you, that all of our citizens will have a chance to have ownership within Hidden Wealth Society, is moving. It's joyful. It's joyful. It's powerful. It's powerful.
I mean,
It's
this
powerful.
is a 9, 10-figure company, and for them not to benefit from that is just not right. And we both agree we don't feel God will bless the potential of this unless we all are collectively benefiting from it.
Absolutely.
It's just like you and I and the wives and the select few we want to pick and choose. God chose us all. But God chose some to be the leaders. Some are called leaders.
This is big.
He called me. He called you. He called Miss Militant. He called Miss Sutton. He called them all. He called us all. This don't belong to me. It don't belong to you. It belongs to us.
Us.
I'm trying to get that across tonight. This is a us thing. This is
powerful.
You all are just as much a part of this as we are. We ain't drafted the paperwork and came over how the terms are going to look, but we're going to give everybody an opportunity. Because chance and opportunity is given to us all. It's what you do with it. But you're going to be given a chance and you're going to be given an opportunity. Take advantage. Take advantage.
Hey, Doc, I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. I was about to blurt something out. I'm getting excited because
citizens getting excited.
yeah. And if a person isn't a citizen,
everybody gets blessed.
And if a person isn't a citizen, they probably should be looking into becoming a citizen. This is going to be game changing. It's going to be everything that we're doing right now is game changing. But what we will continue to do is change the game. That's what we will continue to do. Become better, expand more.
Debate. It's some companies out here that their bottom line is inflated so much. But the people that helped did it ain't benefiting from it. They're making record profits. And the people not benefiting from it. That's not right. And Hidden Wealth can't look like that. It can't be like that. And we see what God getting ready to do with Hidden Wealth. I mean, revenue getting ready to, no, it wouldn't be right.
Yeah. So we have to put ourselves in position so God can bless us even more, so we can bless the masses. And that's why all citizens will have an opportunity to have ownership within what God has given us, because what God gives us as a gift, we have to give others as a gift as well.
Exactly. We are made a blessing to be a blessing. And when I say we, I'm talking about all of us, every citizen in here. I'm not just talking about you and I anymore. When I use the word we, I'm talking about every voice, you know, not like us, dear citizens, not like us. I promise you, they ain't like us. They ain't like us, right?
Not at all. Not at all. Like and the crazy part about it is this money from the market is sustaining everything already.
Right.
My God.
We got a bank. God gave us the biggest bank in the world to get the resources we need to do everything that we have to do. Our God shall supply all of our needs according to his riches in glory. Right? Through this big bank. And through the people that we have on this platform with us, our citizens. They come with so many skill sets out there. They come with so many talents. I mean, who knows? We probably may got a pilot out there that flies around. Everything that we need, God has sustained us with it through the people and through our skill sets. We have everything we need, dear citizens, everything. Only thing was missing was you. We needed you. And now you're here, it's game on.
And how do you all is viewing? How do you all feel? Well, no, we on a little delay, but how do you all feel? Are you all excited? We have about 5 minutes, Doc. We got about 5 minutes. This time flew by.
Okay, well, you wanna open the platform up?
Well, just ask, if anyone have any questions or just want to show how excited they are, they can go ahead and they can type in the chat and we
Oh,
can
yeah, because we
respond
got
to them.
here, don't we? Okay.
All
I,
right,
I
all right.
hope, I
Uncle
hope
Steve
everybody.
say he hype. Uncle Steve Savoy say he hype.
Hey, why not be? Hey, I'm hyped. I'm hyped as well, Mrs. Boy. I'm hyped. I feel like you. I think that what God is doing here in Hidden Wealth. It's just so magnificent. It's so powerful. I can't wait till we purchase our first big lot of land, and we also going to be building tiny houses. Because here's the thing, we have a lot of students when they get out of college, they may be 24, 25, and they're not ready to take on a big mortgage with a big house. It's just them, but they still want home ownership. Hidden Wealth can afford that through these tiny houses that we'll be building. That'd be another sector of our communities that we're doing. And I know some companies feel, hey, you're telling your trade secrets. No, we sharing a vision. We sharing a vision. Some people we don't tell you trade secrets because others are here what you're trying to do and they go do it before you. We sharing a vision. If that's the vision they have, then so be it. We're not afraid to share our vision for fear somebody would take it and run with it. That's the purpose of the vision. Write it on their hearts that they may run with it.
Yep.
Because
God know what He wants you to do. Yeah, and God gonna help you achieve what you want to do. Absolutely. And if it's for us to say and somebody else to do as well, then guess what? It's for all humanity anyway. So it works in our favor because they helping us do it. They helping us. Maybe they got the same vision.
But isn't it so exciting though? Because when you look at the core stable of citizens that's with us and how they have been with us. I mean, wow. And to have this opportunity that we can offer them this opportunity, that day is the most gratifying feeling that I had in so long, is to be able to offer to someone that I know is going to change their lives and change it's certainly building a wealth line for their bloodline. That's the opportunity that we are giving them to build a wealth line for their bloodline. And that is the most gratifying feeling that, so you asked me in the beginning, how do I feel? Great is a starting point, but it can't measure up to the ending point. I don't know if it's a word that I can use to express it because I can't, because I know how pleased our Father is. I know how pleased our Father is that we are not taking this opportunity and holding on to it and keeping it to ourselves, but we are opening this opportunity up for everybody. It's enough of God for everybody. And in God, there's all things. So we just opening up this for everybody. If you want some, because that's the whole thing, right, babe? Is when God bless you, go tell others so they can come get theirs too. When God bless you, go tell others so they can come and get theirs too. And that's what we want all of you to do. Go and tell others so they can come and get theirs too. The same way somebody went and told you. That's what we do.
Hey. That round, Doc. I'm about to get you on the mic, Doc. That round.
Hey. Not like us, brother. Not like us.
Well, Keish says she's excited. Trio say, let's go. Yes, hey, sir. Uncle Steve said, vision centering. Ms. Rose say, God put us here to impact and make an impact on the world. Absolutely. This is awesome. Uncle Steve say, manifesting through works, faith, and God. Hey, Devin said, feeling positivity.
Amen.
Hey, Miss Smith, here go Miss Smith. Miss Smith say, It's room for everybody. She said it's room for everybody. You know it.
Everybody.
Hey, it's
God
enough
made
room in
enough
God's
for
house.
everybody.
Hey, it's enough room in God's house. Can you
It's
imagine how
enough for
big God's house
everybody.
is?
That's why we don't have to try to keep it all ourselves. We can share it. It's enough. More than
Yes,
enough.
yes.
Wow,
Hey,
I'm
I'm
excited
definitely.
now. Now I'm
Oh, yeah.
pumped up. How's I'm gonna go to sleep after this?
Hey, I don't know, Doc, but what I do know is, Doc, you got any last words? We are out. We on the hour. We in overtime
What?
now, Doc.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Well, I just my last words are I just want to thank all the dear citizens. I don't even know how to even call you citizens. It's like at one point, it's like almost when Jesus did with his disciples. He stopped calling them disciples and called them friends. Because you've grown to that level now that titles don't matter no more. They don't matter no more. We just family. We just family. We just friends that have come together collectively to do something great. And none of us really deserve it. None of us. It's just God just chose us and blessed us and gave us an opportunity. And I am so thankful to be taking this ride with each and every one of you. I've seen you online. You supported us when we put out products, you bought them. When we asked you to buy trade journals, you bought them. Everything that we asked you to do, you participated in it. How could we not offer this opportunity back to you? How could we sleep? That's what this is all about. This is about showing our appreciation first to God, and then showing our appreciation to each and every one of you. And Akil, I thank you personally, my brother. That's it.
All right, Doc. Well, I'm on second and third and fourth that, Doc, for you. It fills my heart up with joy to know that we're in position to do what we're doing for the whole, and everyone that's participating is in the same position to do the same.
Yeah.
I appreciate you giving your flowers, Doc. I appreciate you because you've helped me understand and see some things that I didn't see for a long time within myself. A lot of things in business that I didn't know before I met you that you taught me and continuously do. And somehow, some way, we always, well, I ain't gonna say somehow, some way, in God's power, always keep us aligned. Even we don't talk about certain things, we're thinking the same thing, and months later we'll talk about it, say, I was thinking the same thing a month ago, 2 weeks ago. Or I say something, you say something. I was like, man, I was just going to say something about that, Doc. So I thank you. And of course, I thank Mrs. Park. I thank the whole family. I'm grateful for each and every one that's participating in Hidden Wealth Society in advance, from the past, present, and in advance. And I'm just excited for everyone. I'm even more excited now because opportunities come every day, but particular opportunities only come once in a lifetime, and sometimes not at all, for those that are not looking, not aware. So you know how I ended, Doc. I'm gonna close out like I always do. It's a small world, but it becomes even smaller when you think big. So put a smile on someone's face, starting with your own. And as always, peace, love, and freedom.